What's going on, Men's Health? I am WWE superstar Roman Reigns, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about my fitness journey, my workout routines, and some of the exercises that have helped me get into this position that I am now. Working out, this fitness journey, it's extremely important within my life, not just for my job and what we do, the aesthetic side of it, or even the athletic side of it, but just mentally. It's a form of therapy. It's kind of a form of meditation for me. I don't even necessarily look at it as working out or it's a separate thing. It's just built in. It's as much a part of my day as being a father, being a performer, being a WWE superstar. So it all goes hand in hand. One of my favorite movements for the upper body is any incline movement. One of my favorite incline movements would be the dumbbells. It just gives me a lot of free range to kind of, get as deep as we need to, and then to really focus in on that contraction. I'd like to build strength while doing this movement, but I'm also trying to kind of keep in mind what I'm trying to look like as well, the aesthetic sides of it. Outside, we used to always say in football, you'll never be on a flat surface, bench pressing. Oddly enough, when I switched over to WWE and professional wrestling, there are times where you are flat on your back and you do need to get a guy off of you, for instance, to stay in a match. You don't want to be pinned. So there are some things that, a flat bench press type position can work for within professional wrestling. So the next exercise that I really like, this is actually one of my favorite ones as far as connecting to the weight, is the bent over dumbbell row. I don't know why, just for me, and I think just in general, we're all different as individuals. We have, different structure, different body shape, and sometimes you have to put yourself in a little different position to really connect to the movement. I'm a professional wrestler, I'm a sport. We fall down for a living. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to have a good back, and this movement allows me to really hit the entire back, all the way from the traps down to my lower lats. And it's really just all about the angle and the intensity that you're squeezing with. So it's one of my favorites, it's a staple. The next exercise is gonna be dumbbell shoulder press. As you can see, there's a bit of a theme here with all the dumbbells. It's just something that I like. This is kind of an individual thing. I'm in a job where you want to look good and you have to also back it up in the ring. There's so many times, throughout a match or even outside of a match, it gets kind of crazy in WWE, it gets crazy at SmackDown. Sometimes you got to pick up a grown man over your head and slam him down. Over the years, I've had shoulder strains. I've had surgery on my right shoulder. It's one of the more tricky joints. You have to have a little bit of intuition to kind of listen to your body and know where that pain is, but when my shoulders feel good, you can pretty much bet on the fact that I'm gonna be pressing. This movement is, it's everybody's favorite. You can't, no matter where you're at in your fitness journey, I said it when I was done in college, I said, I'm never gonna squat again. Never gonna squat. I don't need it. I'm never gonna do it. My football strength coaches laughed at me. I'm 37 now. I'm still squatting to this day. It just is what it is. And you've probably read it before, seen it online, read it in a magazine. Squats are one of the best workouts you can do, one of the best exercises that you can do. I know for some people, it bothers their knees for whatever reason. Everybody's on their own, individual situation and what their bodies have been through. But for me, I always feel my strongest and most athletic when I have squats in my program. When you go over 10 reps on squats, you can feel it, from a cardiovascular standpoint, from a conditioning standpoint. So the full body movements, they're gonna teach you a lot about where you are from a breathing standpoint and how much, conditioning work you actually need, because you get into that second or third set of squats and you're gonna know if you have that endurance or not. So when we come out for our entrance, it's a straight on shot. And the last thing you want to have is skinny little arms, skinny biceps. So That's why I like the hammer curl, because you can really fill it in and make a very thick looking bicep. The hammer curls just, they nail that portion of the arm. And they also add some good burn to the forearms as well. So that's kind of just where I'm at. It's strictly just an aesthetics thing. But I think if you go to pretty much any gym in America, you're gonna see somebody doing some kind of a bicep curl. For me, the hammer curls are really nice. And it kind of checks out the boxes of what I'm trying to do. All right, y'all, thank you so much for going through this workout with me. I appreciate it. If I can leave you with anything, just remember that we're all different. We all have our own shapes and sizes, our own structure, our own genetics. Find what you enjoy. Find what you're passionate about. Find what motivates you and what drives you, and utilize that, because that's what's going to be the most sustainable. And if you can get that frequency in, if you can find that rhythm, it's just going to make your fitness journey so much more enjoyable and something that you can stick to. And it's not just a diet, it's not just a routine, it becomes a lifestyle. So if you like to see how my training helps me and affects my performance, you can always tune into SummerSlam, because I'm going to smash Brock Lesnar on July 30th. And you'll be able to see these results, see how this really does affect the goals at hand and the performance, when they come around. All right, guys, have a good one.